Hi, I'm Joni Patry and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the fourth house, the fourth bhava in your chart. The fourth house is the house of happiness. What does that essentially mean? To me it means what really gives us a sense of fulfillment and happiness in life. And probably it's not the first thing that you'll think of, but it is the core essence, and that is a sense of security. When you feel secure, you feel happy. Security is what makes you feel like nothing can hurt you. There's no more fear. So you see, the fourth house is our home. Everything that gives us a sense of security is basically what the fourth house is all about. So our sense of security can come from our mother, which is nurturing, caring, normally. Not for everyone, but that is what the fourth house is about. It's about the mother. It's about our home. Our home is where we retreat away from the world to find our sense of peace, to find our sense of happiness, because we're at a place where we're not judged, we're not on stage, or where people can see you. You feel content and happy in your home. So the fourth house is also our eternal home. It's where we have come from, because they say the fourth house is also the end of life. So to me, this represents sort of like the Alpha and the Omega, where we've come from and where we end. It's all one, and it's all wrapped up into the fourth house. I love the whole story of the Wizard of Oz, and it makes me think so much about the power of what the fourth house is about, because in this iconic movie, Dorothy is always saying there's no place like home. And in her journey, as she goes out and she tries to find herself, and she tries to find her way back home, but essentially her whole time she's trying to find her way back home. And she's helping others who are trying to find something that they feel like they have lost, but is essentially a part of what they already have. And what the whole thing is about is, in the end, she wakes up and finds out she is at home. And she's always been at home, because the home is within us. It's our divine, eternal home. And that is the fourth house. So you see, this is one of the most powerful houses. It's a house of moksha. It's a house, it's an angle, it's power. It's where we are the most comfortable. This is our fourth house. So in the fourth house, there's other things that it can relate to: property, real estate. And when planets are in the fourth house, it can represent our ability to acquire and have real estate. And it can also represent our relationship with our mother. And in the dynamic of what body part it rules, it's the breast, which of course deal with nurturing for babies. And it also deals with the heart. See, the heart energy is so powerful. And because the moon is relative to the fourth house, you're going to find that this is the power of receiving love, because the moon receives the light of the sun, but the sun puts the energy out there. So the fifth house you're going to find is giving love, because both the fourth and the fifth house rule the heart. The sun puts out, the moon receives. So the fourth house is receiving love, and this is all a part of the dynamic of our home. Our family, this is what makes us feel the sense of love and connection and security. So let's talk about some of the planets if you have them in the fourth house. If you have the sun in the fourth house, it's too much. There burns a hole in this. The relationship with the mother can be overwhelming, or the mother can be overwhelming, but your sense of home, it's like you're not that comfortable ever in the place where you should feel secure. If you have Venus in the fourth house, you have a beautiful home. You know how to decorate. You have art everywhere. You're very lucky with real estate and property. If you have Jupiter in the 4th house, this can mean you have a large home. It's vast with space or land around it. In a warm, nurturing relationship with the mom generally. If you have Mars in the 4th house, this can disturb the relationship with your mother, or this can represent a very powerful mother, but you will have powerful real estate because Mars is the karaka and indicator of real estate. So you put Mars in the 4th house, people have good real estate, and sometimes it's inherited from the mother. If you have Saturn in the 4th house, this is where you don't feel comfortable with your family, with your home. You feel isolated, alienated, cut off sometimes. The relationship is harmed. Rahu in the 4th, as well as Ketu in the 4th, disturbs the relationship with the mother. And it can also disturb your sense of peace and well-being in your home. And sometimes with Rahu or Ketu in the 4th house, people do acquire great real estate through property with the nodes in the 4th house. If you have the moon in the 4th house, there's a connection to the mother. There's a deep understanding, and there is a deep intuition. Because the moon is intuition in the 4th, you can have psychic abilities. So if you have Mercury in the 4th, you'll find that your mother was really into education and wanted to really push opportunities for you throughout life to become better educated, which leads me to another aspect of the 4th house. It can deal with degrees. What I mean is like a master's or a doctorate in school, because here you have the opportunity to go to college and to have these higher degrees if you have a very strong 4th house. 4th house is also your past. So things relative to the past will come up when planets are transiting through the 4th house. But let's look at Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Uranus in the 4th can mean you change homes a lot. Your home is never the same. You never feel like you can put roots down and stay in one place. Neptune in the 4th, there's something that you'll never know about your past, your heritage, or your mother. If you have Pluto in the 4th, your mom can be very controlling and powerful. So this is very interesting. I have seen many times Neptune, going back to Neptune in the 4th. There's something about your heritage, about your parents, particularly your mother, you will never know about. There's big secrets there. So I hope that this gives you a better understanding thinking about the 4th house in your chart. And remember, even if there's no planets in your 4th house, when planets transit your 4th house, this will create changes of residence or situations with your sense of security or your mother. So with that, I'd like to close. But if you would like to learn more about Vedic astrology, you can go to my website where I have a certification course, which is University of Vedic Astrology.com, or you can go to my main website, which is galacticcenter.org. Thank you.